On this video, we're kind of branching out a little bit. For these special Monday videos, we are doing a little bit of a comedy timeline here, although horror fans have something to enjoy here as well, because we are talking about the Saturday the 14th films. That's right, both of them. You may not have even known that there was one Saturday the 14th movie, and there's two. Yes, there is. The hilarity began back in 1981 with Saturday the 14th. 1 year after the film that it's cashing its name on. We kick off with this license plate letting us know that it's probably 1981, which would make sense and have the film be set in real time. We meet I'mNotOscar.com and Yolanda, and they want a house, but it's been inherited by the Hyatts. Richard Benjamin, the pretty thing that lives in the house, and their two kids. They move in and discover the Book of Evil, which creates monsters when it's opened, and when I say monsters, I mean people wearing what appears to be Halloween masks, judging from the eye holes. They kill people, but are mostly goofy looking, and some are less threatening than others. This one is so unthreatening, its eyes and mouth doesn't move at all, and it turns out that they can be defeated by using the book. There's trouble when there's a shark in the bath, which actually turns out to be this pretty cool, obvious guy in a suit and a mask that's kind of a discount Sleestack, I guess? I mean, like, you could clearly see the zipper on its back and the rubber folds in it. There's no attempt to even hide it. I should note that the house is on Elm Street, but this is several years before Nightmare, so it's not making a joke about that. Van Helsing appears as an exterminator, and this was the old days where you could have a severed head in a PG movie. Vanny is also looking for the book, and they have a party on Saturday the 14th, frustratingly told to us by this calendar that doesn't have a month or a year on it. It's like they were trying to mess with me. After some party shenanigans with an assortment of monsters, it's revealed that Van Helsing is the actual villain, and the vampires are actually good and trying to stop him from using the book to take over the world. They face off, and Tambor uses his harassment abilities to fight, and Van destroys the book, thinking it will free all of the monsters, but he's wrong, and it actually destroys them all. Besides the plate in the beginning, there's no visible date, so we'll roll with that and call it 1981. So, against all odds, the film got a sequel in 1988, 7 years later, with Saturday the 14th Strikes Back. We get a new family, the Baxters, who also inherit a house that's creepy looking. The mom is Patty McCormick and Gramps is Mr. Hand, and there's this smoke coming out of the vents that causes weird happenings. Young Eddie meets a vampire woman that actually has a musical number.
Take me out for lunches. Buy me pretty flowers in great big bunches.
And there's a guy in the basement who shows him an evil passageway under the house. The shenanigans are even cheaper than before, with really no monsters showing up. The vampires are just wearing regular clothes like anyone would, and a guy transforms into a chicken. Some monsters do eventually appear, like this werewolf thing, but for the most part, the monsters look like regular folk. Michael Berryman shows his gorgeous face in this mummy getup that I guess kinda looks like a costume. Young Eddie is chosen to lead all the monsters, monsters like Genghis Khan and Lizzie Borden, which I guess count. Actual monsters finally show up in a variety of cheap masks and suits, once again, and then they have a big party at the house. It turns out that Gramp is actually an ancient wizard out to help, and eventually the evil one is called up, kicking off an epic battle of stock footage and clips from other Roger Corman pictures. Eddie wins and turns everything back to normal, and there's no date in this one again, so real time 88 works. There's also no connection to the first one. Again, nothing that really makes this a sequel outside of the title. So there you have it. It is two movies that, yeah, I mean, they're kind of fun and entertaining, I guess. The first one I have a certain soft spot in my heart for. I watched it about 100 times on HBO when I was a kid. I actually thought it was supposed to be some sort of sequel to Friday the 13th because I was not that bright. And it's still kind of fun. It's kind of weird to see a bunch of crazy monster suits and people getting killed and stuff like that in what is essentially a kid's movie. And it's entertaining. I still get a kick out of it, even though it is not that great. The second one is kind of hard to get through. It's even more low budget than the first, and the comedy, it just feels really like flat. They're both kind of dated, but the second one just feels a lot more dated to me than the first one. But I don't know. If you've seen these, if you've watched them 1,000 times like I did when you were younger, let me know down in the comments below. If you've never seen them and you want to check them out, let me know that as well too. As always, like and subscribe, and share this video out to your friends. Check out my patrons over here. These guys help keep these videos going. And yeah, there's going to be a whole lot of videos coming your way in the next couple of weeks, guys. I've got a couple of interesting things that I want to watch that I just want to talk about. So you're going to be seeing some interesting stuff. So buckle up, and I'll see you very shortly for another great video. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.